Tesla started a contest to invite riders to a Cybercab launch event. That is not the same as announcing that public Cybercab rides are starting. Good morning. This is Ken. Here is the conclusion first. Pilot production is running and emergency response prep is real. But holding an event is not the start of commercial service, safety, regulation, production. None of those three is confirmed yet. One question today. Has the Cybercab reached the stage where it can carry paying members of the public? We test that against three conditions and nothing else. No time spent on how to enter the contest or what the car looks like. 4 categories kept separate all the way through. Confirmed: the contest, the pilot production designation, the emergency response materials. Tesla's plans: volume production in 2026, eventually replacing Model S. Reported: where road testing happens, under what conditions, with how much human involvement. Unknown: the event date, the first public ride, the first paid ride, actual production volume. Blur those 4 and expectation starts passing for fact. So, what started? Tesla's Robotaxi account is running a drawing for anyone who takes a Robotaxi ride between August 17 and August 23. 1 entry per completed ride, no cap. There is also a free mail-in entry, so a paid ride is not required. Here is the part worth sitting with. 5 people win. Winners are announced August 25. The location is Austin. The prize is the right to attend the event. Travel to Austin is not included. So to be precise about it, this is a contest that sends 5 people to an event. It is not an announcement that public Cybercab rides are beginning. The event date has not been published, and Tesla's own Robotaxi page still describes Cybercab rides as something in the future. So, how far along is the Cybercab? Production has started. Tesla's own materials describe pilot production in February and manufacturing beginning in April. On the Q2 call, Tesla confirmed production at Gigafactory Texas with installed annual capacity above 105,000 units. Roadwork has progressed too. Testing of production units on public roads began in June. Since July, employees have been taking rides on Tesla's Austin campus. Cold weather testing has run in Alaska, and vehicles have been shipped to multiple states. Then there is operational readiness. Tesla publishes Cybercab emergency response materials for first responders on its own site. Last week, Tesla reportedly completed training with Austin Fire and EMS on handling the vehicles, including how to move one, who moves the car after a crash, and how. That level of preparation is done. Now the 3 conditions. Safety first. Can a car with no steering wheel and no pedals run reliably with nobody aboard? When something goes wrong, does it stop safely, get remote support, and allow rescue? The Cybercab has no fallback to a human driver. A Model Y can hand control back to a person when autonomy is unavailable. A Cybercab, outside the zones its software has been validated for, cannot be driven at all. Worth looking at scale. Tesla reported roughly 380,000 cumulative driverless miles as of its July earnings. Waymo has passed 220 million. That is a gap of roughly 580 times. And those 380,000 miles are Model Y Robotaxi miles. They are not Cybercab miles. The safety verdict. The materials exist. The training is done. But a record of driverless operation is a separate thing. Miles accumulated in a Model Y do not transfer to a car with no controls. Second, regulation. Three things need separating here. Permission to test on public roads versus permission to charge money for rides. Whether the vehicle itself is road legal versus whether the ride-hail operation is licensed. And the per-city conditions on zones, speed, and fleet size. This is the shift in thinking. Finishing the technology does not mean you can open for business. Reporting has noted that the regulatory status for commercial cybercab service is unclear. A car with no steering wheel and no pedals sits outside the vehicle design. Tesla currently operates commercially. The regulation verdict. Being allowed to test and being allowed to charge are not the same permission. No approval for paid commercial cybercab service has been announced. Third, production. Tesla's materials describe the Cybercab as pilot production, with volume production expected during 2026. That is a company plan, not a delivered result. Musk himself has said Tesla needs Cybercab-specific driving data on the new platform before expanding. Production is not just a unit count, cost per vehicle. Utilization, meaning how many hours a day it actually earns, and the service network behind it. Build them cheaply and they still fail if they sit idle. Run them constantly and they still fail if each one costs too much. The production verdict. Starting to build and building enough units profitably are different things. Capacity has been stated. Actual production volume has not been published. Why does the switch matter? The Austin Robotaxi service currently runs on roughly 86 registered Model Is. Those can fall back to a human driver. The Cybercab cannot. So this is adding an unvalidated hardware platform to a service that is already carrying passengers. One open thread worth watching. Will Tesla ever sell a Cybercab with manual controls to private buyers? Last year, Tesla's board chair said, the company remains open to fitting the Cybercab with conventional vehicle controls. Whether the event touches that at all is worth watching. Briefly, the market reaction. On August 19, Tesla stock rose about 3% to the 347 area. In our chart episode this week, the first ceiling was 350. The stock is testing that level going into the event. Though one research firm has called the launch a promotional event for a product that does not yet exist. The three conditions as traffic lights. Concrete preparation, green. Commercial service for the public, unconfirmed. Volume production and unit economics, unproven. 1 green out of 3. So what should you actually watch? Whether an event date gets published. Whether anyone outside Tesla employees rides a Cybercab. Whether paid operation gets approved. And how many units come off the line per month. The second one is the real dividing line. Employees riding and customers paying are entirely different stages. To answer the question, the Cybercab is moving past the show car stage, but holding an event is not proof of commercialization. Carrying the public safely, clearing regulation, and building enough units profitably. When those three land, that is, when this is real. That is all for today. If this video was useful, a like really helps. I post new videos here regularly, and if you follow along, you will have most of what matters about Tesla covered. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. Thank you for watching, and let us keep enjoying life with Tesla.
Before we wrap up, let me take a moment to introduce myself. I drive a Tesla Model Y, and at home I've installed a Tesla Powerwall, so I actually charge my car with solar energy. I truly believe Tesla is shaping the future, and that's why I share the latest news and insights here on this channel. I'm from Japan, but I want to connect with Tesla fans all around the world. That's why I also create an English version of my videos. YouTube now lets you switch the audio into your own language, so you can enjoy it in whatever language you prefer. Most of all, I'd love to connect with Tesla fans everywhere so we can support Tesla together. I also share updates on X, so feel free to follow me there and let's connect. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.